Click for IB Biology. Here we're looking at the formation of what is called the dipeptide, di referring to two. Two amino acids are going to be joined together, and the bond which forms between the two is called a peptide bond. So we'll look at the mechanism of that and some of the characteristics of the molecule. There's a PDF in the description for you to annotate with your own notes from this video, and then there's a quiz to test your understanding at the end. In this example that I'm showing of peptide bond formation, I've chosen to show the amino acid glycine. So two glycine molecules are going to be joined together, and so if we illustrate them like this, and we're going to form a peptide bond between the two like so. Notice that in the setup of the drawing, to illustrate this, the amino acid has the amino group at this end, and the amino acid group is at the end, this end here. So this amino group faces this acid group, and the bond is going to form by breaking off the OH here and the H here. So of course this means this is a condensation reaction in which we have the removal of two hydrogens and one oxygen to form water, hence the name condensation reaction. Now this means that this particular carbon still needs to make a bond, and this particular nitrogen still needs to make a bond, so it's going to link this one to this one. When that has occurred, then we have our dipeptide. So if we just look at the sequences, nitrogen, carbon, carbon, that's the first amino acid. Then we have the peptide bond. Then we have nitrogen, carbon, carbon. So that's the second amino acid. Notice also that at this end, like the amino acid, we have an amino group at one end and a carboxylic acid group at the other. These are often referred to, this is the N terminal, and this is described as the C terminal. Now if we join together hundreds and hundreds of amino acids, it will still be the case that there is an amino group at one end of the chain, and then at the end of the hundreds of amino acids joined together, there would be the carboxylic acid group, like so, giving us the N terminal and the C terminal of the protein. The links below take us to the next in this series of videos, which is to consider the different forms and structures of proteins as those polypeptide chains begin to grow and fold up into shapes. There's also a link to the channel, the playlist, and subscription should you wish to.